Welcome back to another video. My name is Tatiana, also known as your awkward gamer, and today I'm going to be sharing with you how you can get really cool backgrounds for your pre-recorded content and or live streams. We're going to go over 3 options. The first one is through a website where you can get things for as little as $5 or even free. We'll talk about using The Sims, which is what I've done to make my background, and my sister Ellie will be talking about that part because she knows the most about it. And the third way is using 3D programs to make things for your streams, like microphones, chairs, like you can see mine are new. We'll talk about that, and backgrounds as well. So without further ado, let's jump in. I hope you find this video helpful, and let's get into our first option. So our first option is Visuals by Impulse. They make a lot of really cool things for anywhere from large streamers or small streamers. I find that they have a lot of really cool things, and I've personally been using some things from their website for a while within my content. So I want to show you guys today. They have a lot of things. If we just click on the store, we can already see a lot of these things loading in. So they have anything from like entire stream packages. If you are streaming or you're going to be streaming, they have entire stream packages which include backgrounds, alerts, all those things, and those will be a little bit more expensive. You can see here some range from like $15 to $40. We'll be looking at that stuff, but for now we'll just start with the background since that's what we're primarily talking about. You can actually go right over here to their side where it says categories. They have a ton of categories. We can go ahead and click on backgrounds here, and you can see these are starting at $5. They're pretty low. We can sort by low to high for price, and they have a ton here. Some of these I believe are even animated, so if you want, you can have an animated background. If you are going to be streaming and you choose an animated background and it's going to be looping, just be aware that sometimes that can put a lot of strain, especially if you are VTubing and you have animes open. It can put a really big strain on your system, so just be aware of that. Maybe test it out and see how it's working, but you may want to go with static just because it might work better for your system, but that all depends obviously on your circumstance, so definitely you can try it out, but keep that in mind. Little caution note there. But they have a ton here, and they all have different ranges. We can just look at one of them right here. Let's click on Prismatic. So as you can see, this is $5, and I think this is just US as their default currency. And as you can see, it's even animated. It looks really cool. I think it has actually, this is background. So this one actually I think has multiple inside of it. I think it has all 3 of these and they're animated, which is really cool. For $5, getting 3 entire backgrounds is pretty neat. They show examples here of kind of what it looks like. I think if we click on this, it'll like kind of show it a little bigger for you guys. And they always have these examples kind of what it looks like. We'll go back just so you can see better. It kind of looks like that, so that would kind of be you if that's how you want to use it. And this is also part of a stream package. So this is going to be the part that kind of applies more to if you're going to be streaming. We can click on this here and it'll take us to what is called a stream package, which basically includes everything like banners, emotes, like all kinds of, or sorry, not emotes, but banners, alerts, chat boxes. It usually comes with quite a few things, starting soon screens, transitions, boxes for your webcam. Like, see how this is really cool around where your webcam would be. A lot of really cool things are usually included inside of these stream packages for not, in my opinion, very high price. You can start as low as $15 with this one specifically, because it can be static. So that means nothing's animated. Everything will kind of be standing still, but you still get a whole bunch of really cool things. If you want it animated, it's an extra $15, bringing the total price up to $30 for it to be animated. And that's up to you if that's something you want. But again, you can go as low as $5 for just the background if that's what you're looking for. Go ahead and do that. Now there is a free option. If you go back to the store here and we go down to free, they actually have a category that's for free. If we click that, you will be able to see they actually have some bundles, which are kind of like stream bundles and things that are completely free. If we click on Pizza Party here, it actually comes with some transitions and alerts as well. So again, for streaming, this would be really prevalent. Sorry, I can't, tripping over my words, but this will be prevalent for you with some alerts and things like that. I don't know if this one comes with a background, but it does come with some really cool things. So yeah, that's definitely an option to check out for backgrounds if you're willing to put some money up for it. Now, if you're not willing to put any money up, that's totally understandable. I personally did want to do that for a second time because I did buy a stream package once before and use some of those elements in my things and decided I wanted a custom kind of background that you basically saw in the beginning of this video, and that was used making this, that was used that was made using The Sims. I can't really speak today. So my sister Ellie is gonna go ahead and talk about what to do for that and kind of what she did and how you can take screenshots and stuff in The Sims. The best part about The Sims right now is that it's free. So this is a completely free option as long as you're willing to put in a little more time to customize. There's a lot of furniture options and stuff within the game. And if you take a screenshot, it looks really close, at least with the VTube models that are in animes or Ready Player Me models, if that's what you want to choose. So go ahead, take it away, Ellie. Please give her some love in the comments because she was a little nervous about recording this part, but I think she did a great job. So take it away.
Okay, so the first thing that you're going to want to do is create a room with the room tool. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, just a simple square room will do just fine. And then you can decorate it however you'd like, according to the type of content that you make or what kind of vibe that you want to give off. I just made a quick example room for the sake of this tutorial, but you can choose anything that you'd like. You can also set the lighting in the game however you'd like, which is really handy. If you choose to just have overhead lighting, like how it kind of looks right now, there's just like one ceiling light, or if you want to have a more atmospheric viewing experience with mood lighting, or you can do neon lighting, and it's all adjustable in the game. If you have like a sim on the lot, you can just click whatever lighting source and you can like set that specific lighting to be, you know, more saturated or less saturated and choose a color, or you can just choose one of the lamps that are already preset to color like I did here. After you're done creating the room and you like it, you'll need to know some basic settings in game. So if you open the menu, click on game options, and then you're going to go over and select screen capture. And from here, you'll be able to see these options here, the capture size, the capture quality, and whether you want it to record the UI when you're recording in the game. This makes sure that the bar that shows Sims needs or the build and buy section doesn't show up in your screenshots or in your video. And you can make sure that it tells you also that you've taken a screenshot by enabling show dialog after capture. You can kind of see it down there in the second window. If you're using this only basically just to have a background, you'll probably just need those lower settings there under picture capture. And you can, it's basically the same settings as above, except it's just for taking photos in game. So it's just, you can enable or disable capture the UI, which again is just showing the catalog, like the buy menu, or if you're in game with a sim, it won't show like their needs or anything like that while you're taking screenshots of the room that you've made. And then show dialog after capture is just if you want it to come up with a little message and it'll tell you that you took the screenshot and then where the file path is. And you can see there it has the location path, so you can find whatever screenshots that you take in game. Another thing to consider is what kind of game camera you're going to use. You can just go into the options again and click on find the game camera, there it is, and you're just going to go here to the game capture settings or game camera, and it'll have two options. Just click the Sims 3 camera. I find it a lot easier to move around the camera in the game, and so I think that's probably the best option to use. The last thing are just some simple camera shortcuts that are handy for taking screen captures in the game, and here they are on the screen. They're really simple, just run-of-the-mill basic camera movements, and that's pretty much it. I hope that was helpful.
Last but not least is using 3D programs. Now, this might make people a little nervous, but bear with me in case you don't know anything about 3D programs. They can be really, really useful for 3D VTubing. I've found them to be really useful the more that I've learned. Blender specifically is the program I've been using, but you can use anything, any 3D program. Unity is also one. I think Unity is also free. Blender and Unity are free options that you can use, and you can have really, really great results with not necessarily like professional professional or intense knowledge about the programs. At least that's what I've found with Blender. For example, this room I've made here in Blender, which is the program we're in now. These are pretty simple. This is just a very, very quick kind of mock-up of something that you could make. Everything here is basically made with squares, and you can learn this stuff pretty quickly. I'll leave a resource down below to Grant Abbott. I find his teaching to be fantastic, and he's been helping me a lot. And everything is, well, not everything, but a lot of the learning for stuff like this to make these types of shapes. He has these free courses on his YouTube, so I'll leave the playlist down below, and it should teach you kind of within a couple of those videos to kind of know how to make certain shapes and stuff like this. So that is an option. And if you're not really looking to like learn all that, and you're like, I don't want to put that kind of time in, but you kind of like this idea of using a 3D program, a second option is getting free assets. For example, the chair that I have replaced the original Animes chair. If you've seen my other videos, I used to have that. I didn't like the way it looked. I wanted something that looked more cohesive with the lighting that I have on my avatar currently, with the purples on one side and the oranges on the other. And so that's what I've done. I made the microphone in front of me in Blender. I've actually made this microphone myself, but my chair is actually a free asset. I didn't make this. Attribution completely goes to the artist who made it, and the link is down below under attribution in my description. Go ahead and check them out. But this chair was actually made by them, and all I changed was just the little purple strap to make it kind of match my setup. But I didn't by no means make this or anything. I do not take credit for this, but I think it looks really, really good. And I think the microphone and chair look a lot better than my previous microphone and chair, which was just the default one that came with Animes. And these are options that you can have if you learn to a degree a 3D program, because you can get a lot of free assets, and all you would really need to know is how to import them in. There's a lot of videos. It's very simple. You literally, at least in this, you go here, click import, and then you for me, I made them FBX. It was an FBX file that I downloaded, and then the whole entire thing just popped up in here. And it was super easy to just have it inside of this space. You can learn that pretty quickly, and you could start just building a room with free assets as long as you make sure you attribute correctly. You always want to give credit where credit is due. That is why I take no credit for this beautiful chair that I am now sitting in. So yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. I hope it was straight to the point. I kind of was rushing to get this video out, so I'm sorry if I'm kind of rushed in some spots. I just really wanted to get this out for you guys. We've had some construction and stuff, and I haven't been able to record, so when I can, it's got to be quick, and I gotta make it work. So I hope you guys found the video helpful. Even though I was rushing, I hope that it can help you make your content the way that you want it to be and kind of customize it the way you want. The first option's really great if you just want to purchase something real quick, get started, and kind of start streaming or making your video content. The second option is a great free way to kind of give you more customization without the hassle of learning kind of a 3D program and stuff like that. And then the third way, if you do want to learn a little bit about a 3D program and kind of apply that to VTubing, you can do a lot more, and you can make a lot more really cool things. I've just started to kind of do that for me, and for obviously making this microphone, finding free assets and using that to have this chair in the background. It's a big help and can make your content look exactly the way that you want it to, and that can be a really freeing, awesome option as well. But it does come with the kind of not caveat, but the kind of hurdle maybe you might feel like you have to jump over to learn it and get used to a program. So that's totally up to you. 3 options, a bit different, but hopefully one of them can be the one for you. So thank you so much for watching and supporting this channel. I appreciate it. There will be another video coming out about VTubing, specifically about how to change the colors of your, for me, I changed my hoodie colors and my sweater colors in Photoshop. So I'll kind of show you how to do that in an editing image program. It's really easy, super quick. So I'll show you guys how to do that. And yeah, they'll be coming out very soon. Thank you so much again for supporting. I hope the video helped you out. Remember to stay safe, hug your loved ones, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.